Alright, welcome back to another league race. This time we're with FTRL for round number 8, I believe, of FTRL Division 1. Singapore is the track. Dry race, dry qualifying, so happy days. This track I've always really enjoyed. I've always gone well at. It's been good to me. I'm going to take a quick load of the setup here. So, but my race pace was actually good, but my quality pace was not good. So here's what we're running: 911 front wings, decent qualifying. I'm going to up the rear diff just a tad. There's our suspension, our brakes, and I decided to up the tire pressure just a little bit.
Just got one click.
More so the lefts, because it's an anti-clockwise track, so the right-hand side is the one taking the beating. So that's kind of the reason for that. So yeah, this track is good to me. I really enjoy it. I love the challenge of it. I love the endurance aspect of it. Not everyone can run well around here, but I'm really looking forward to this. So, but I was very conflicted the entire way through what to do with the strategy. I had no idea what to do. I didn't know where to do. Start in the top 10 on softs, possibly, if I could get there. Do soft, medium, medium. That looked pretty quick on Delta. Or do I just play it safe and go medium hard? So, in the end, I did eventually decide to venture out on a set of softs. I believe the 34.6 was the time on the cutoff for top 10. So, I had a problem with my wheel though, and I completely missed the apex. So, this lap is basically a write-off. So, I completed it anyways. It just does this weird thing sometimes where it just jumps. Got to P12, which I think turned into P14 eventually. So, very much at the back, but it at least gives me freedom to choose my own strategy. You can see a 5-place penalty there for Wesker for illegal blocking, apparently. So I wonder who got that. Who that may have been. I debated long and hard what to do here. I had free choice, of course, outside the top 10. I ultimately decided to put the front wing up to 10. I ultimately decided I was going to start the race on mediums. But it was after that I didn't know what to do quite. So ultimately I went in this direction to start on mediums and then see what would happen with the stint, any safety cars or whatever, and we'll go from there. So let's just take it on as we go along, shall we? 5 red lights. And away we go. Can't really go too far back from here, but we will go back to the back anyways after a very shaky and poor start. Some people go through, and the nature of the game now is just survival. So that's all we're looking to do after this. Try and see if we can get alongside Zumpy here. He went wide at turn 2, or turn 3 rather. But yeah, just going to settle in. Nothing really going to do in this first lap. We're just going to have to just bide our time, stick with the slipstream, try and stick within DRS, see what we can do from there. But that's our aim. I'm just going to settle into a long one. 31 laps around here as well. It's a long one. So you really have to be patient, bide your time, and understand that the race is never lost on lap 1, unless you down your wing, of course. Anyways, lap 4, some of these guys are coming into the pits for a soft. Sway came into the lap before. From their softs. Some went medium, most went hards though. The majority of people are going to go from softs to hards. Do the one stop because it's quite a long pit lane around here. So lap 5 heading on to lap 6. Again, more people coming into the pits, so which pushes me into the top 10. Again, still chasing Zumpy, but getting a little bit closer. I think he's had a scrape or two with the wall, so he may be nursing some damage at this stage. Lap 7, he's looking a bit more vulnerable now. He's lost DRS onto the podium in front of him, so I got a decent run off of this corner, and I decided quite early on to use overtake and rich mode. I've been saving a lot of ERS, and because this place is a tough one, down the inside we're going to go here and we're going to take this position. This track is tough to save ERS. You may never get back to where it once was, basically, if you use too much in the space of 2 laps. Lap 11, Dutch Tricks is pitched and already caught to the back of me, so shows his pace. But we were catching onto the podium very quickly once we dispatched Zumpy. Well, not very quickly, but we did catch him nevertheless. But going to try for the undercut now. We were on the same tyres as we were. Team were just about, they were, they were ready for me. Sorry, I'm wrong instance I'm thinking of, but come out. I'm going to come out in clean air. Very much expecting to go to the end of the race on these tyres. So I decided I would do hards. There was no safety car, so I thought, okay, let me go on these. Now there were other reasons I decided to do this as well, but we'll talk about them soon enough. But the gap between Zumpy and myself was 5 seconds. Heading on to lap 13, nothing's really happening as part of the race. I'm so far behind everyone else. Like I'm 10 seconds behind Wesker. So I was expecting to kind of settle into this stint. If a safety car came out, maybe we could do something.
Yeah,
but
got no confidence.
I just decided I do hard because well, let's just see what this next clip shows, and I can explain as we go about it. So later lap 13, I think lap 14 is where we stand, 11 seconds behind Wesker, so we're losing time as well. So onto the podium, he just came out, so we cleared about 3.9 seconds or so on him, 3 plus seconds anyway, so he's catching a little bit here as well. But I would stabilise that a little bit as time went on.
What?
Later at lap 14, Zumpy's out of the race, and there it is. The safety car is out. So I kept new tyres from qualifying and for the race as well. I deliberately not use my medium set. I wanted to save an extra set of mediums for this time. There's a reason I came onto the hards as well, because if I had gone medium, and this came out, I would have had to go on the hards, and I would have only have used one compound of tyre. So I wanted to get this hard compound tyre out of the way in the second stint. Even I was prepared to go to the end, but if a safety car came out around this time, mediums would go to the end, and I have new mediums to use. So team weren't quite ready for me, but that's not going to affect anything here. So that was why I went medium hards, because if a safety car came out, I have tyres to do something about it. If not, I can at least go to the end. But medium would have meant I would have to pit on to hards at this stage. So, and that wasn't an option. So anyways, here we go. Safety car restart is about to get underway. About to get underway onto lap 18. Away we go. Not an awful restart. Just wanted to be careful as to not hit anyone in front. Standard stuff. But I still have no warnings at this stage. So I'm happy that, well, I was like, yes, this is good. At the same time, there's enough of a gap, there's enough time for people to just drive away. So I was very wary of the fact that my having no penalties might not matter still at this point of the race with this much time left. So anyways, we're going to settle in behind Wesker here. And lap 19, still behind Wesker. DRS has not been enabled yet. Dan's behind me on mediums. And heading into this corner, he locks up, he hits into the back of me, and I am round. I get on the brakes quickly. Junior Mac, that was close to the wall. If I had hit into that wall, that would have been game over probably. Not that this wasn't in my head at this stage already game over, because now I was like, now I'm back where I'm started, you know, and now I'm 7.4 seconds behind, and I'm going to the end of the race, and I was like, not great. Anyways, Dan waited up and retired, so there's at least that. But yeah, second time in 2 weeks, I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. So anyways, now I was just pushing now at this stage. I really was. 7.3 seconds behind Sway. What actually ended up being materializing, you see on the map, there's Williams, McLaren, Mercedes, Williams, Mercedes. So Adam would eventually get by. I'm not sure what happened in the front here, but I think Scuba may have got damage or something. But he is holding up his teammate Wesker, FTRL Panda, and Sway. And Wesker eventually was released, but look at this. I'm now catching this group of cars. 5.4 seconds, 5.8 seconds. Wesker's just gone now, so that was the audio that I was waiting for. Wesker's gone now, past Scuba, but I'm still catching. Eventually, they all get by Scuba. Lap 27 of 31. Lennon pits, so that's another position. And Scuba's 3.8 seconds. Now, he was about 4.2 or so. So I've been slowly making some inroads. There's Tico into the pits behind me, so it's not been a great race for him. But I felt like this last lap on the bit, I was making some good inroads on Scuba. And I'm thinking, and I know he's got a penalty at this stage. I still have no warnings. I thought, I can get within. Look, 3.3. I'm like, I can surely get within his penalty window. He's on hards. My mediums might go off, but I'm getting close. I'm getting close. So that's where things were for me, as the safety car is deployed. Lap 28. This is the latest safety car I've ever seen in a league race, for at least in F1 2020. Now, I had a fresh set of softs available. So I was like, okay, I have not got much to lose in terms of pitting, but everything to gain in terms of, if I put on the soft tyre and we catch up to the rest of the group, then we're set. Look at this nonsense. Why is that the case? Where is my team? What the fuck are they doing? I can't believe it. Tico's out of the race. He pitched lap like 2 laps earlier. I can't believe it.
That's FTRL Panda.
That is
FTRL Panda
unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. So like great. But I actually got worried. I'm going to speed up here. What I actually became very worried about was the safety car might, oh shit, we're only a few laps away. The safety car might come in the end of this lap. Now I thought it may be the possibility. I was like, please don't do it. Please don't do it. And then we're going to get the alert here that the safety car is coming in this lap. Like, I was like, no. You can't be serious. You can't do this to me, game. You can't do this to me. So I was not happy at this stage. I was like, I've pitted for nothing and all of the positions and I've got no pens. Now I decided to push. I was actually limited on my speed as well, but like I was flying. Like I did not care. Like I got 2 warnings, did not care. Honestly, did not care. Those were my only 2 warnings in the entire race, right there. And here we go then, under green flag racing again, and I'm like, no. 8 seconds behind with 2 laps to go. I was like, right, everything. 2 laps of rage. Give me everything. But also don't invalidate. Don't cut corners. So we're going to speed up here. What happened, I was on soft tires, so were everyone else in front, but there's a huge bottleneck, and I don't know who or what caused this. But you can see at the time at the top left, we were gaining rapidly around the on this group, and all of a sudden I'm back within the 6-second penalty window. I thought, okay, it was by this point right here. I thought I saw 4.8. I was like, holy shit, we're catching up really, really quickly. So this inspired me at this stage, and I just kept going, because another lap of this on these softs, who knows what could actually happen. So we're going to speed up once again, and by the end of the lap, it was 8.1 seconds to start lap 30, 3.4 to start lap 31. I am like, yes, this is excellent. And of course now, this time, unlike the first safety car, there's not enough time to break away properly. So everyone is very close to each other. It's like, oh, I'm like, yes, this is excellent. So now, but again, it just had to become a case of, we're going to stay on board for this entire last lap. It became a case of just sticking with it, just pushing. Give me everything. Give me everything. See, I've almost used all of my ERS at this stage. Again, it doesn't matter at this stage because I don't care. It's the last lap of the race. We saved fuel from under the safety car, so we got all of that to use. I just had to make sure not to get one last warning, because I got those 2 under the safety car. And when I say the safety car, is like when I was slowed down. Like if you're at a certain point and the safety car isn't away, you can't, even if you're on full throttle, you're cut to a certain pace until the safety car gets away. So that's, even I was feeling that back where I was. A sway is round. I'm not sure if I was looking at this after the race with him. Not sure if it was a tap from Wesker or if there was he just lost on the throttle. Maybe a combination of both, possibly, but inconclusive for sure. But anyways, here we go then into the final sector. We're 1.5 behind Scuba, 2.6 behind Lennon, and at this stage, again, I haven't even thought about where I'll be. I'm just giving it everything. It was only when I rounded the last corner that I think, okay, where is this going to put me? Because I did everything I had to do at this stage. Here we go then. Fireworks out. Dutch Tricks has won this race. Around the final corner, we move from P10 to P5, and I was absolutely delighted. I was so happy with that. That was an absolutely mad race. I should explain, the safety car helped in the sense I would not have finished in P5. So some say I got lucky. Yes, I got lucky, because I would not have finished as high as P5 had the safety car not come out. Fair. At the same time, I was unlucky that, first of all, my team did nothing. Like, where were they when I came into the pits? I've no idea. So I lost time with that. I then couldn't catch up to the back of the pack for the safety car, because the safety car stayed out for less than 1 lap. So it went both ways, my luck in this case. But I'm still it's easy to think of what could have been, but honestly, I'm just very happy with how that race went. Now I zoomed in on the standings here a little bit. We're going to look at this bit by bit. You can see the gap at the top there is mad. I'm in 5th somehow. I can't believe it. Tied on 95 points. can't believe it. I don't know how I've managed this. I don't know how I'm overperforming so much, but there you go. This point system in FTRL is really, really nice, and it just allows you to just be very, very tight, even if you don't have the best of races, even like I had in Abu Dhabi. Going to shift to the right-hand side of this page. Look at the constructors. Williams, 212. Alpha Tauri, 207. Racing Point, 206. And then, of course, at the bottom there, Tico, 7. Graham, 0. But that is it for round number 8 of FTRL at Singapore. I'll probably upload the whole race tomorrow. With my live com from lap 3 because PlayStation sharing is fantastic. So honestly, yeah, that race was mad. That could have gone many different ways. It ended up going that way in P5, and you know what? It could have been more, yes. Could have been a lot worse as well. So I will happily take P5 and move on to the next round, which is Hungary. So season's getting close to winding down, but around 4 races left or so. So still a bit to get on with. But anyways, that's going to do it. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time.